Hey everyone, I'm kinda stoked right now because I got one badass unboxing to make. I have waited for this thing for a couple of weeks now, and finally today it showed up, and I was kinda busy today and I wasn't able to touch it. When I arrived home, I unpacked it immediately, but I wasn't still able to open this main box. It came, by the way, with this certificate of authenticity because this came from Mako Yuson of Mako Yuson blades. Obviously, this is a knife, a custom knife. So, without further ado, let us open it. It's a nice touch, by the way. This box, kind of rustic. There you are. Pretty little thing. I wouldn't exactly call it little because this is a little monster. It's heavy. This is a Balisong, by the way, and this is totally different from all the rest of the Balisongs that I have in my collection. Mako Yuson, by the way, got his own YouTube channel. It's Mako Yuson Blades. Check it out, guys. He features there those knives that he built, and this one was featured there already. This is one hefty beast. For whatever reason, I don't have my weighing scale here. I would love to weigh this one and see how heavy this one is, because looking at it, it's got a really thick blade stock. It's got a brass casing, and bolsters, latch, pins also are made of brass, and it's got a thick wooden grip scales. So we call this thing the Karit Balisong. Karit is a scythe which is popularized by the Grim Reaper. Now, I've learned about Mako in our local knife group, the Balisong Pilipinas, and I was amazed with his previous builds. He usually builds knives with medium and large sizes, so I challenged him to build me a small Balisong. By small, that would mean 20 centimeter overall length when the blade is open. We have not opened this thing yet, so why don't we open it? It's worth noting that the latch is different from the usual latch of Balisongs made here in the Philippines. It's slimmer. Alright, moment of truth. I mean, I've seen this in the pictures already that he sent me, and it's really different handling it in person. There, beautiful little beast. Man, Mako, you're such an amazing artist. I gave him a concept, a crude drawing. Let me show this to you. It's a simple concept, and I told him that I wouldn't give you any restrictions. You do whatever you want. You work your magic on this design, and then lo and behold, he accepted my challenge and worked on this knife. Wow. I gave him a specific request to use this kind of wood. This is a bahi wood taken from the heart of a palm tree. It's super hard, but it's got big fibers in it, and we use this as handle for our axes and for knife scales. Super hard material. So this blade is made with 5160 high carbon steel and shaped like Avdara karambit. It's got a slight recurve on it, and the grind was mirror polished, and the flats were given this texture. I specifically requested for texturing as my drawing says, because I wanted to have a worn out look. And Mako did some texturing on the brass bolsters, make it look aged, and it's awesome. And also this handle scales, he gave it some contours. My drawing was just straight scales, handle scales, because if I'm gonna request this to be made by some smiths in Batangas, then they will just give me a straight handle scales. But then Mako mentioned that he can give it some contours, and why settle for straight when you can do sexy curves? So at first I thought of having this, and I'm gonna carry this one, but I don't know. I think this is too pretty to carry, a little on the heavy side. So yeah, I think it's just gonna stay in its box and make it a conversation piece. The fit and finish of this one is absolutely stunning. And in order to see some of his masterpieces, check his YouTube channel, Mako Yuson Blades, and there you will find some Balisong and fixed blades that he previously made. I love all of them. For sure, this Balisong won't be the last knife this guy will be building for me. I'm gonna come back for more, especially that he's offering his works for a fairly reasonable price. That's one of the best things that I can say about this guy. He told me that he's kind of worried about the sharpness that he has achieved for this recurve, because it's really a challenge sharpening this type of edge, but I've tried shaving it with my hair here on my arm, and it's cutting hair. So don't worry, my friend. It's good to go. Check out the grains on the handle scales and the texturing on the brass and onto the blade. Man, I'm super happy with this one. Alright, the night is getting a little deep. It's time for me to close this thing and put it back into its house. There. Good night, everyone. Till next time.